Hello everybody, welcome to our channel NBA Hoops. Today we are back with another amazing video, so if you like our channel please share and subscribe for more videos. So let's dig in. The Brooklyn Nets are an American professional basketball team based in the New York City borough of Brooklyn. The Nets compete in the National Basketball Association, NBA, as a member of the Atlantic Division of the Eastern Conference. The team plays its home games at Barclays Center. They are one of two NBA teams located in New York City. The other is the New York Knicks. The club was established in 1967 as a charter franchise of the NBA's rival league, the American Basketball Association, ABA. They played in New Jersey as the New Jersey Americans during their first season, before relocating to Long Island, New York, in 1968 and changing their name to the New York Nets. During this time, the Nets won 2 ABA championships, in 1974 and 1976. In 1976, the ABA merged with the NBA, and the Nets were absorbed into the NBA along with 3 other ABA teams, the San Antonio Spurs, Indiana Pacers, and Denver Nuggets, all of whom remain in the league to this day. The Brooklyn Nets were founded in 1967 and initially played in Teaneck, New Jersey, as the New Jersey Americans. In its early years, the team led a nomadic existence, moving to Long Island in 1968 and playing in various arenas there as the New York Nets. 13, led by Hall of Famer Julius Dr. J. Irving, the Nets won 2 ABA championships in New York before becoming one of 4 ABA teams to be admitted into the NBA as part of the ABA-N.B.A. merger in 1976. Unlike the other 3 ABA teams entering the NBA, who played in cities without any NBA presence, the Nets were required by the NBA to pay an encroachment fee of $4.8 million, equivalent to $23 million in 2021, to the New York Knicks. Boston Celtics. During the early 2000s, the Nets were led by Jason Kidd and Kenyon Martin, while the Celtics were experiencing newfound success behind Paul Pierce and Antoine Walker. The rivalry began to heat up in the 2002 Eastern Conference Finals, which was preceded by trash-talking from the Celtics, 18, who claimed Martin was a fake tough guy. Things progressed as the series started, and on-court tensions seemed to spill into the stands. Celtic fans berated Kidd and his family with chants of "wife beater." 19, in response to Kidd's 2001 domestic abuse charge. When the series returned to New Jersey, Nets fans responded, with some brandishing signs that read, "Will someone please stab Paul Pierce?" 20, referring to a nightclub incident in 2000 in which Pierce was stabbed 11 times. When asked about the fan barbs being traded, Kenyon Martin stated, "Our fans hate them, their fans hate us." Bill Walton said at the time that Nets-Celtics was the beginning of the next great NBA rivalry during the Eastern Conference Finals in 2002. Led by Kidd, the Nets advanced to the NBA Finals, and the following year, swept Boston in the 2003 playoffs. Toronto Raptors. A rivalry with the Toronto Raptors began in 2004, after Raptors guard, forward Vince Carter was traded to the New Jersey Nets. 29-30, however, the two teams did not meet in the playoffs until 2007, when the Nets defeated the Raptors in the first-round series, 4-2, after a go-ahead shot by Richard Jefferson with 8 seconds left in Game 6 led to a 98-97 victory. 31, 7 years later, the teams met again in the first round, and the series went to 7 games, with a game-winning block by Paul Pierce, giving the Nets the 104-103 victory. 32, the series was noted for controversy when Toronto Raptors general manager Masai Ujiri made derogatory remarks towards Brooklyn at a fan rally outside Maple Leaf Square in Toronto before Game 1. Ujiri later apologized at halftime. 33, the Raptors and Nets faced each other in the 2020 NBA playoffs in the first round. with Toronto winning the series 4-0. New Jersey Americans. Upon debuting in the ABA in 1967, the New Jersey Americans wore white and red uniforms. The white uniforms contained red, blue and white stripes, with the team name and numerals in red with blue trim. The red uniforms mirror the striping configurations of the white uniforms, while the city name and numerals were in blue with white trim. New York Nets 1968 to 1972. Moving to Long Island as the New York Nets, they kept the original Americans template except for the location and team name. The white uniforms featured a script Nets lettering with a tail accent below, while the red uniforms featured New York in block letters, similar to the New York Knicks. Over the years, the letters and stripes would endure a few adjustments. 1972 to 1977. The Nets changed uniforms upon moving to Nassau Coliseum. The white uniforms featured a thick blue stripe with white stars on the left, along with a red stripe and white outline. The team name is written in red block letters. The blue uniforms, which featured New York in white block letters, mirrored that of the white uniforms. New Jersey Nets 1977 to 1981, 1983 to 1990. The Nets carried the Stars and Stripes uniform to New Jersey in 1977. The white uniform remained the same, but the blue uniform read Nets in front. The blue uniform later added New Jersey in white block letters inside the red stripe. 1981 to 1983. Upon moving to the Meadowlands in 1981, the Nets briefly changed their uniform set. The white uniform brought back the Nets script from the original New York Nets uniforms, but the color scheme became blue with red trim. The blue uniform featured New Jersey stacked together in a similar script style, and the letters were colored in red with white trim. 1990 to 1997. The Nets underwent a visual rebrand before the 1990-91 season. The white uniform featured a more futuristic Nets script in red with white and blue trim, while adding red and blue stripes. Initially, the Nets wore white and light blue gradient road uniforms that had a tie-dye effect, but switched to a solid blue uniform after only one season. Both blue uniforms featured the same Nets script in red with blue and white trim along with red and white stripes. 1997 to 2012. The Nets updated their visual identity prior to the 1997-98 season, going with a deeper red and navy scheme with silver accents. The white uniform, which remained virtually unchanged throughout its history, featured the team name in navy with silver and red trim. The navy uniform featured the city name in silver with navy and red trim. The dark gray alternate uniform, used until 2006, initially went with the city name in navy with white and red trim, but reversed the color scheme to white with red and navy trim after only 2 seasons. This uniform was the only one to feature the NJ alternate logo on the neckline. The red alternate uniform, which replaced the gray alternate and became the primary dark uniform in 2009, featured the team name in white with navy and silver trim. All uniforms featured thick navy stripes with silver outlined diamonds. Brooklyn Nets 2012 to 2017. Upon moving to Brooklyn in 2012, the Nets went with a simple black and white uniform design, with Brooklyn in front of both the white and black uniforms. They also wore 3 different alternate uniforms. A gray-sleeved alternate with Brooklyn in Dodger blue was first used in 2013 as a visual recall to the Brooklyn Dodgers. A white-sleeved alternate with the team name in black featured the same stars and stripes look from the 1970s. A dark gray sleeveless alternate, meant to recall the 1980s New Jersey Nets uniforms, featured the team name in white and the city name in white written inside a black stripe. 2017 present. With the switch from Adidas to Nike, the Nets kept most aspects of their visual identity intact. The white uniform became the association uniform while the black uniform became the icon uniform. The Nets have had 2 different versions of the statement uniform. The first set, with Brooklyn in white, was in dark gray and featured the same stars and stripes look from the 1970s. The uniform was updated in 2019 to a lighter grey base and black, dark grey stripes, with Brooklyn written in graffiti style designed by Eric Hayes. 35. NBA Rookie of the Year Buck Williams, 1982 Derek Coleman, 1991 NBA Executive of the Year Rod Thorne, 2002 NBA Sportsmanship Award Patty Mills, 2022 J. Walter Kennedy Citizenship Award Wayne Ellington, 2016 All-NBA First Team Jason Kidd, 2002, 2004 All-NBA Second Team Buck Williams, 1983 Jason Kidd, 2003 Kevin Durant, 2022 All-NBA Third Team Derek Coleman, 1993, 1994 Drazen Petrovic, 1993 Stephen Marbury, 2000 Kyrie Irving, 2021 NBA All-Defensive First Team Jason Kidd, 2002, 2006.